Yeah, 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 yeah.
Two things have been on my mind this evening, and I just kind of wanted to get on camera and talk about them. So, the first one is a shorter thing, so it's more just the value of great friends, and that's something that as I've gone into this new area of my life that I've really realized is just so valuable, and there's that you can't put a price tag on it. It's something that is just an invaluable asset to have in our lives. And as like I said, as I've moved into this new season of my life, there's times where things aren't going exactly how I planned, or I'm not mentally feeling how I want to feel. And whenever I'm in the dumps, whether it be self-imposed mentally or physically or whatever, leaning on those friends is so powerful. And I just pray that anybody watching this that doesn't have that type of friend group yet, that they'll be brought into your life, divine timing. When it's time, you'll get that friend group that will just help you push through everything. And the second thing that I've been thinking about is a decision making framework that I heard a while back that I really like to use in my life. And so the framework is essentially when you're faced with a problem or an obstacle or a decision, to look from a third eye view, look from above and say, okay, will getting more information aid in this decision? Will more time passing allow me to make a better decision? Will more time passing allow more information to come into my life to help me make this decision? And I think this is a decision making framework that can really help with the speed of your growth, because I believe it's Cody Sanchez, a very strong entrepreneurial woman, that says that speed is what separates her from other business owners, because by the time that she's gone through and made several renditions, the other person's just now making the decision yes or no. And so I think that this decision making framework of will getting more information help me make a decision better is a very strong frame, because oftentimes you'll find that you want to hesitate and not make the decision, but new information won't make the decision better. And that's been super strong for me. I recently got presented with an opportunity next week to speak at my large Bible study. It's like 50 guys around my age, a little older, a little younger. And I was presented the opportunity to speak next week at it. And my nature is to say, okay, let's pause, let's think about this. Should I go through with this? Is this really something I should do? And I just found myself leaning on that decision making framework of what will waiting help me do? What information am I going to get that will help me decide whether this is the thing to do or not? And ultimately, it's just go for it, man. That's kind of what I came to. I was like, why would I not do it? This is something I'm passionate about. My faith is something I'm very passionate about and something I'd love to talk about. And I'd love to. I've said for a long time now that I feel called to impact other people around my age group, the 20 to 25-year-old age group. And so this is the springboard of it. So why would I not say yes? But yeah, that's just two things that have been on my mind. Surround yourself with great people. Pray for great people to be brought into your life. That's what happened to me, but that's a whole other story for another time. And second thing, just think when you're presented a decision, will more information actually make a difference? Will delaying the decision make a difference? The answer is often no. So keep going, people. Let's continue to crush this week. New project.
Hey guys, my name is Ed Eubanks. I regularly get stuffed by 10 out of 10s, and I'm on the market and looking. Thank you.
Alright, good luck. Oh, it feels like you're about to snap my neck.
Field world, the world-class athletes in the Olympics thought that it couldn't be done. Everyone talked about it. Lots of people had numbers right up around the 4-minute mark. No one in human history had ever recorded a 4-minute mile, and it sunk into that world so deep that people believed it could not be done, and they proceeded to prove that by not doing it. And you wanted news, you wanted social media, you wanted entertainment, you turned on the radio.
So right now I am currently writing the message that I'm going to give for next week's Bible study, the M2 Bible study that I go to and was asked to speak at. And it's kind of magical looking back on the past year since last November, just the way that God's worked in my life. And I mean, even further than that, looking back to where I was in high school and college up until now, just the way that God's worked in my life and the journey that I've been on with that. And just reflecting on the journey to get here and different ways that God's placed people in my life and used them as a method to enter into my life, enter into my heart, and just help me to grow deeper in my faith and grow in my relationship with God. And yeah, it's something I can't wait to share next week at the Bible study, and something that I'm just so happy to be able to share and have the opportunity to share, and hopefully inspire others that are there to just go all in for God and really just get on fire for the Lord, and just within this message, I'm kind of reflecting on my life and the different stages I've been on with my faith. And man, just since last November, the Lord's just delivered me in so many ways, and I couldn't be more thankful. And for anyone who out there feels lonely or feels lost in life, my advice is just to get on your hands and knees and just pray out loud to God. Just ask him to deliver you, ask him to show you the path forward for your life, and just give you the courage and the strength and the wisdom to follow him. Because man, people, he will do it. He will deliver you if you just stay consistent. You stay faithful to his plan and faithful that he is the God of the universe that will deliver you. And I just pray that anybody watching this video is able to see that, and able to just pray to him, and that you will have the strength to trust him. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to writing this message and trying to get a outline of what I'm gonna talk about and the points I want to make. And yeah, gonna go hit a lift later. Got dinner with some friends later to celebrate my buddy being in town, and yeah, such a blessed life. So catch up with y'all in a little bit. man, I wasn't even focused on like doing it straight, but I was trying to like walk.
I finally have my voice back to do
If I
that.
could be a part of future purchasing.
So currently not in my office working because the AC in my apartment has gone out. So currently rocking with a lot of natural air. I have pretty much every window open possible, and just another example of the enemy trying to stop me from building my business. But yeah, something I've been thinking about a lot this week, and a recurring theme that has come up this week is just what you input directly reflects your output. So in one of my Bible studies, we talked about how eating is not just literally what you put in your mouth. The literal meaning of eating is to ingest or to consume. And that goes far beyond what you are physically, consuming in your mouth and ingesting food wise. But you also have to think about the mental food that you're intaking. And I think that something, as I'm on this journey of entrepreneurship, something that I keep seeing come up is that these outside forces, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, keeps trying to put new things into my life that are distractions from God, that are distractions from me building my business and focusing on what I need to focus on. And so it's just, I really have to be conscious of what I am ingesting in my mind, because these things directly impact my output and the amount of building that I'm doing and the type of person that I am. And so just as I'm wrapping up this video for the week, I just want to challenge y'all to reflect on what it is that you're ingesting. Your TV, your social media, your books, your music, the conversations you're having with the people around you. Just consciously think about what it is that you're ingesting in your mind, and is that directly helping you with your goals and allowing you to build yourself up to be the person that you're meant to be and the person that God is calling you to be. So I think it's good to have an audit like that and just really reflect and think about what it is that you're ingesting into your mind and into your life, because the things that we surround ourselves with, they consume us, and that could be a positive or a negative thing depending on which depending on which path you're taking. So yeah, that's all for me this week, people. I need to get this AC fixed because it is currently 80 degrees in my apartment, and that's not for me. So gonna get on the phone and try and get that figured out. But yeah, just want to challenge y'all again. Reflect on what it is that you're ingesting in your mind, and is that conducive to where you're trying to be in life? So that's all from me, people. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's ever anything you want me to discuss or want me to shed light on, whether it be tax, life, health, whatever, then just comment down below what you want me to talk about. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. HP out.